Hi.
Hey, Lori.
So I have Coach Tom, and it's been wonderful. We have a little group, and we were 6 weeks, like a week and a half ago. So I did the scale again this morning, and I don't know if you want me to add in those numbers from today or just do the 6 week.
Oh, just a 6 week is good.
Okay. So the weight is minus 3.8. Body water is 0.8% up.
Nice.
Skeletal muscle 0.7% up. Shape shift 19.4 inches.
Wow.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
and I really noticed that.
Wow. I
Yeah,
love that with women. It's always like the weight is like this and then the inches is like this. I love it. Okay.
me too. Body fat down 1.1%. Visceral has stayed, and BMI minus 7%, and my age has stayed the same so far. So, but John and Chelsea, you've talked about, I wanted to share a little of my story and then ask you too. Um, 33 years ago, when I gave birth to my third daughter, and I have four, I didn't find out until 15 years later. What happened is during childbirth, I lost so much blood that my pituitary gland had a stroke, is what
Mm.
the
Huh.
endocrinologist told me, explained it. And so I had declining hormones and all kinds of symptoms that could mimic so many different kinds of diseases, and went for 13 years in and out of, you know, hospitals and testing and da 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 da.
Mm.
Well, my dad was an amazing missionary doctor to Tanzania
Oh,
who was 96. He passed away when he was 96, but he held his medical license and used it until he was 95. And he
wow.
was one of the pioneers in
Mm.
preventative health. So I had learned a lot of good things to do. Um, anyway, he helped in the process of finally getting diagnosed. And
Mm.
when I received treatment, um, the endocrinologist, well, to back up, there were no answers. And I'm trying to raise my daughters and feeling awful and going to the Lord and asking him, what can I do? So I had put into practice many of those pieces. The endocrinologist told me that that's what kept me alive, that
Wow.
without taking that stress off of my body, I probably would have died within 3 years. So
Wow.
praise the Lord, I stayed alive and
Yes.
thrived in many ways. And so I was really doing quite well after many years of treatment and implementing, many healthy things. But 2 years ago, I had COVID, and it turned into long COVID, and recovered kind of from that. But then I would just get everything that came along, every cold, every flu, sinus infection. And I had, other than managing the endocrine situation, I had not been sick in those other ways since I had been implementing, a lot of good health practices. And so I'm like, Lord, what is going on? I need an answer. Well, he led me to you. So my answer. And so I had my thyroid removed from cancer in 2009. So you talk about that access of the three,
Yeah.
as
Mhm.
long as you have two. Okay. My pituitary gland is very compromised. I don't have a thyroid. And my endocrinologist told me that he thinks that my hypothalamus was also compromised
Mm.
because I didn't feel hunger ever.
Mm.
So, what I have to report is I think this is a miracle that I'm having results. And I feel hungry again. I have
Yes.
not felt hunger in over 30 years. It's a little
Wow.
uncomfortable, but I'm loving it.
Wow. What
So,
an
yeah,
amazing story.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm I'm pretty amazed. And I was traveling too. I live in Alabama. I transplanted from Minnesota, where I was for years and raised my kids. So I went back up and was there for 5 weeks over the holidays. And so I have two grandsons, and I just prepared my family. It's going to look a little different when I'm at your homes. I go from one daughter's to the next. I'll be up early. I'll be exercising. What space can I use? Talk to Coach Tom. Am I going to be able to do this indoors? Um, so I just was determined. I planned. I had my meals. I told them, you don't have to cook for me. If I can join you, I will, but I'm determined to stick to this. So I am really thrilled, really, really thrilled
Wow.
at all the results.
That's
So,
amazing. And you look healthy.
Yeah, you
Actually
look
look
very
healthy.
healthy. Look very healthy.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for you. And isn't this interesting? So two people tonight had at least a compromised pituitary and no thyroid. Two people tonight on the same call. So it really is, it's like a sign for the whole community.
Yes.
Yeah, that even if you're compromised in two, even if you're compromised in two, that you can still have success. So that is very inspirational, and I'm very excited for you.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful. And we love that when people say that the Lord directed them, to us, when we
we hear
get
that a
those
lot.
stories of,
Yeah.
that they were, they woke up at 2:00 in the morning and they saw a commercial or they saw us on a TV show and they felt,
Yeah.
and God said, no, that's it. That's your answer to that. And
yeah,
very
that's
humbling.
exactly what happened. I had actually had consultation calls with two other programs. And although there were a lot of good pieces to them, I just didn't feel like it was where I belonged.
Mm.
So when I had my consultation call for yours, it's like, yep, this is it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your story. It's been
Yes.
truly inspirational. Thank you.
both.
Yeah,
for
love
your
you, girl.
program.
Thank you.
I'm excited. I've shared it with a lot of people already that I know could really benefit from
Yay.
it. So
Thank
it's
you.
very
Awesome.
easy to share because it works. It's working for me. I'm excited about it. It's just all the pieces are there. So thank you.